You should pay attention to this video because Reiza have announced Automobilista 2. Isn't that great? So let's get on to it right here, right now. Greetings petrolheads and welcome to rumrum.net, the channel bringing you the joy of sim racing. Reiza, the makers of Automobilista, surprised us these days with the announcement that Automobilista 2 is coming in December 2019. Another surprise is it's gonna be using the Madness engine, which is the engine letting us race on Project Cars and Project Cars 2. This means enhanced graphics, good FPS and triple screen and VR support. As it seems, this is the Reiza 17 that was talked about since, well, 2016 or something? And of course, using the Madness engine means that Automobilista now is gonna have dynamic weather, and if they're using the Madness engine from Project Cars 2, they're gonna have very interesting water physics. From what we see in the video, it has a day and night cycle, but that is something that Automobilista already had. And it means that Reiza is moving away from the dated R-Factor engine that they had been using in Automobilista, and they are moving in a different direction than R-Factor 2. R-Factor 2 is based, surprise surprise, on the R-Factor engine, but Studio 397 has been enhancing bit by bit that engine, and now it's a different beast, for example having VR support. Hopefully, moving from one engine to another won't mean that Reiza will leave the physics of Automobilista. I hope, of course, that they will enhance those physics, and I hope it will not mean that they leave the Automobilista AI, which is quite good. I mean, I suppose they could enhance it, but still the Automobilista AI is one of the best out there. I hope, again, Reiza is gonna keep the tracks and racing series from Automobilista, which it looks like by looking at the trailer that they've put out. I mean, where else could you drive in Buenos Aires with a stadium super track or take the Copa Petrobras de Marcas through Cascavel? Not to speak of real truck racing. At least we see a truck in the trailer. And while I'm daring to hope, I hope Automobilista 2 will be as moddable as Automobilista, because one of the great things in sim racing is not only the racing, but that you can race any car and any track that somebody out there has programmed. Thank you, modders. As I've said before, Automobilista is a great sim that any sim racer should own, including the DLCs, and all cars and tracks are lots of fun to drive. It's a joy you cannot miss. If they manage to keep the many good things in Automobilista, maybe better them, and all in all just revamp the graphics, including VR, I'll buy it without even thinking, without even blinking. This is a shut up and take my money situation. There is no word in the trailer that it's gonna have multiplayer. I hope and expect it to have, but Automobilista had rather simple multiplayer. Another thing they don't talk about is if the tracks are gonna be laser scanned or not. Truth to be told, while I understand why there is a hype with laser scanned tracks, I don't particularly need laser scanned tracks. If the tracks are good enough and near enough to reality, that's good enough for me. So this is great news. The only bad news about it is that we have to wait until December of this year, and maybe even later, because software development is the way it is. I'm looking forward to fire up Automobilista 2 and race around in all these not very well known tracks and these not very well known series. The flip side of it being almost nobody else has that. That's a perfect situation. So what do you think? Are you looking forward to Automobilista 2? Do you think we have enough sims? Do you think we don't have enough sims? What is the most special thing you're looking forward in Automobilista 2? Let me know. Of course, we will let you know of any new developments regarding Reiza or Automobilista 2 as soon as we know them. That would be all for today. Thank you very much for watching this video. We have tons of videos to share the joy of sim racing, so check around. And if you like this video, applaud by giving it a thumbs up and share it with others. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell to become part of the ever-growing family and be informed about new videos. And until the next time, save fuel, take pickup, and we'll see each other at the podium.
Visit romrom.net to connect to fellow sim racers and sim racing fans.